Very cute.
Okay, so two challenges are out the way, and now I'm about to begin this particular stream. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to be right back because I need to eat. I also need more water because if I talk to you the way I'm sounding right now, it's going to be a train wreck for me. So, yeah. But once I get back, I will say back on the comments and then I will pretty much get this particular part of the event done along with the daily commissions. Okay, I'm back. Jesus Christ, I was eating for 25 minutes? I thought it was going to be a little shorter than that. Check your phone. Okay, give me a second. Alright, let me go ahead and download these pictures on my phone real quick. Is there a particular pose you need her to do? But then again, I could probably just choose either one of these. No matter. Okay. And I'm guessing in Super Saiyan as well. Because again, I don't know her base hair color right now, so I could just use a Super Saiyan form. Alright. Now I can switch the team now. And the thing is, now, because I got everybody's friendships up, with the exception of characters I don't have that are 4 stars, such as Faruzan and, the newest character, what's her name? Yeah, Yao Yao. I'm about to say, like, oh, I'm not gonna accept the friendship stuff until I get her as a character for this event. Again, like with the one thing as I said earlier, like I can't do a boss one for each and every character because some bosses are immune to certain stuff. So I would have to tag team it rather than doing it solo, and it would destroy the entire run as a result. Just the Majin Vegeta smirk on the World Tournament. You gonna do for it? Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, I could probably make a bigger picture of that one since it's just a face. Okay, where is this event? Because I'm going to do these first, and then I got to get the actual story thing in. But these here, since they're not very wait, is this that one? It's that boat riding thing, isn't it? No, wait. That's for Beto. Oh, Dash 4. Oh, yeah, that's just this. This is easy. This is simple enough. I don't like that dash and whatnot. But yeah, like, events like these I like because they're not difficult, and as a result, you can get them relatively done. You can get them done relatively fast, and also get a lot of primo gems. Because again, if you're trying to get certain characters, then you'll be able to get them. You see, for those who don't know, the next characters for this particular thing are, I think it's Yelan and Hu Tao, I believe. So whether or not you're looking for a polearm character or a bow character. Now as for the next one, when Dea comes out, I do not know who the 4 stars are going to be, but I am looking forward to. Is this something to be? Wait, hold on. Oh shoot. Give me 2 seconds. I need to... Yeah, I need to switch his weapon. The J cutter is for Ayato right now, since he benefits from the most because his stuff scales off of his health. Oh, just... okay. Wait, why do I have to do that? Like, I'm making amateur mistakes right now. You guys really want to get beat up while I'm doing this thing? I'm about to say, I'm not doing that world quest right now. Well, not world quest, but you get the point. What? Why on earth are you falling, Kazuha? I feel like I missed one. Wait, did that thing just switch? It went from brown to silver. What the heck just happened? You know what? Let me check this thing again. If I didn't get the necessary amount of points, then I'm going to restart it. But when I was doing it, I had relatively like bad. Yeah, I got to restart. I say like
Wherever in this world I roam.
I say like it's like that right there, which has happened, is the equivalent of presenting somebody with the wrong trophy or the wrong medal at the end of an event. Alright, I'm gonna get this one done a little bit faster. That time was really slow. And I knew for a fact I could do better. I just kept falling down and whatnot. Okay. Let's get this done. Since I really shouldn't fly, should probably be her. Oh. No, I'm not messing up this time. That's better. Way better than last time. I went from, yes, yeah, see that? Yeah. Nope, nope. But come on. Bring it back. There you go. I'm trying to try to achieve me with that bronze medal again. Well, I already knew I had the points that time. Don't try me again. Alright, let me read through the comment. I did notice it, but I more so noticed that little medal that they tried to give me just now. Okay, more festive fever. And I gotta wait a day for that one. Or 2 days, really. Oh, yeah, I gotta do this again. Yeah, I know exactly what this is. I gotta flip those pages and whatnot and move around and stuff. It's especially against a Boo raid where I try to save as many civilians as I can as a survivor. To beat Boo, that is your first bet. Civilians are your #1 priority, not even Spopovich. Because as long as he doesn't get any civilians, then he can't get to Boo because again, like once he gets to Boo, Boo eats civilians and people to gain their health back. If you can get the civilians out the way, then Boo has to chase people. And the worst part is for him, he's not like Super Boo. He's not like Kid Boo. He can't sense key, so he has to find people manually. Well, I say manually, but you get the point. It's like the only way you can really find somebody is if
Knights and aristocrats
they
share
had
the
Dragon
same
Balls on them and you had a
cultural
radar.
heritage,
That's pretty much it.
but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Spopovich gets get up on his screws. All survivors right out of this. Yeah, but people take turns fighting him, and they always get him in a cave when they're beating on him. Because Spopovich likes to run when he gets his behind whooped. And it's happened a lot more than once. But don't worry, if Spopovich gets his behind whooped in a godlike fashion, he getting uploaded again. Okay. So now we have. So I have to get these 3. And by doing that, I can get another 60 Primo Gems. You can ride the wind now? Okay then. Ever since he got nerds getting washed up and ride more often. Yeah. He like he has. Like it's been something for him. If I'm gonna do this one. I think I get it, yeah. I get it. Um No, no, no. That's better. Like, Brand click this as soon as certain gaps come with extra boards. Use mechanisms to choose what now is open or closed. Okay, so when he steps on it. It's like this. Oh. Does it tell me he's dead though? Oh, wait, what was that? Oh man. Okay, that was close. And then wait. He has to get to right. So if I'm gonna do this, he's. No, hold on, I messed this up completely. The whole all civilians are gone and any place wants to give. I may consider using. Oh, that, yeah, yeah. Like once it went black and white, it was over for him. I was like, yeah, it's over. So I had to use that sad piano song for him. There was no way he was getting out of that alive. But I would say one of the edits I found funnier, at least for me, was I think it was the first video I think I had when I had beat Oolong, and then you had that's all folks. The only thing I missed in that particular video was putting the that's all folks as the text of it. I had it ready, I just forgot to add it. I'm not mad about it though, because I still like to edit. Let's see here. Again for you, Big Show. Yeah, the big. Yeah, but I say like I don't know, like he just has had like just a huge off. Let's see here. So for this one, no, no. He can't fall. Okay. So now he just has to walk forward. I got it. Yeah. The last time I messed up completely. Okay, so now I just have to get the treasure chest. But how do I get a treasure chest when both spikes are no wait. No, I get it. Um no wait, no I don't get it. Okay, hold on. I used a different song though, like the bad person cut. Oh that was yeah. I, so what I'm gonna do is I have to use like I have to use something. No, he's the one that no, he's dead. He's gotta step on that thing. So I had to find a way. No, duh. No, wait a minute. Okay, so that then. Hmm. I had to find a way to get him to. Okay. Is that? Um. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Well, I'll just restart. This one's probably not even super difficult, but I need to find a way to activate that like machine without the spikes hitting them. And I can only use some of the four, and I'm not using support either. Hmm. He has to press without getting killed though. That's the thing. Hmm. I have to get him to press this button now. But he has to fall from the left. But he has to fall from the other side though. Nah, he's dead. Hold on. Like again, I have to get him to fall towards the left. Hold on. I think I might get it. So I have to. Okay, so he's walking left. Why on earth I just... Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, screw myself over because I accidentally I accidentally tapped the X button again. Okay. This. It was a fall on this. Now with that being open, okay. I overcomplicated that entire thing. And I'm almost there with the festive fever too, so I can actually get Yao Yao. I only need 100, I only need 110 more. For season 2 of the Breakers, I either keep May or make sure when new clothes come out. Again, like, for season 2, I do want to try to get everything out the way beforehand. At the event they do make slots, then I'll keep Envy. Seeing as how she's been there since the beta.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work?
Not Nebula.
Alright then, I'll teach you.
I just said no.
I'll teach.
Chula. Alright, so I have to just keep getting points. Like a lot of them. So I have to do this event a couple of times. But again, I'm only going to do this like once if not twice right now. And then I'm going to do the Elon one. If I don't have enough by then I'll keep doing this particular boat event. But for those who do not know, the Primo Gem count I do have is a bit lower. A whole 1,440 lower. Because I wished on the standard banner yesterday. And it went gold and I was happy. I thought I was going to see a weapon. I thought I was going to see Mona. It was a Skyward Spine, like the freaking blue pole arm. That I was not asking for. That basically means it's a duplicate. Which sucks. Which means I have to literally do another 90 pulls in order to get something else. Unless I get lucky. I like wearing just like clothes in the game, like dresses, skirts, etc. You better be careful, don't wind up censoring it again. Okay, so I'm gonna do Tranquil Waters. Since yeah, I'll do Tranquil Waters first. Then I'll do the online one. But yeah, I do like the clothes in the game. I was actually hoping that if Xenoverse puts those in the game, that they have one trendy version so you can add the color of each and every one of them. Fortify and Rush. Okay. Yeah. I know. Well, I guess the Black Void. Okay. I'm not gonna touch that. Oh, damage rate is not working. Trying to touch those then. I'm actually trying to... What? Coin about to up and disappear. I don't see any coins. Oh. Get the... Okay, I get it now. So get the ones that are blue. Alright, so that's my fault. Okay, so that's my fault for not paying attention clearly. And that's why I got that low score for. But then again, it is a, no, in fact, that might not be very low, because if it was much more than that, then everybody would get this thing done in a snap. So I guess I actually got a decent amount, but it's still lower than what I expected it to be.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage.
That's very nice, Eula. Let me go ahead and get the stuff first, though. So I can get up to 4,000 right now. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one right here. After yeah. But so if I don't have enough points, then I'll go back to that Wave Rider event, so I can get Yao Yao. But if there is a photo mode in Breakers, I would like that. And I actually would like it if, as I said in the past, if you could, like, when you, like, invite people to lobbies, that they show up in the same place that you do. And then you can probably do little emotes and everything that you purchased. You could take pictures and whatnot. You could probably even filter it like Xenoverse, but probably add even more filters.
Time to scout.
But again, with Xenoverse, I'm hoping that they undo the censorship, because it's very annoying, and that's not really the game, like the game that people will go to for, I guess, NSFW material, if I'm going to be technical with it. They may add a friend, add list. That's what they should do too, like the friends met, or no, not friends met, like players met. Because some people, I know some people want to avoid, and I know some people would like to play with again. So they should add a list like that. It would also be cool if Xenoverse and Breakers had like a replay mode system. So basically, like whenever you get done with the match, you can see what went down. Because sometimes I know some people that try to make videos, they don't have the space for it, or something happens where they can't save it, and they would really want to. So I was hoping that they'd probably incorporate something like that. Because even when you look at a game like, let's say, Street Fighter 4, Mortal Kombat, I think Tekken, they all have like replay modes, and you can like pause them or fast forward, or even rewind, like for certain stuff and everything, like in case you want to make some videos with it. I really want them to do what Film and Such Tongues so that's going to happen. I doubt it too. I mean, I really hope that it like, I actually do hope that they do away with the censorship system, because because it's very unnecessary, and it actually is a hindrance to people who actually want to get good photos in photo mode, and for people who try to do that one event, like I guess that's a fashion show thing. I'm pretty sure the fashion show thing's over by now. I'm pretty sure I missed the window for that a while ago. So maybe when another one comes along, I'll be more prepared for it. If of course it's not, gone yet, which I'm very sure it is.
Aristocratic.
Oh, these guys, I'm gonna beat these guys up. Oh, these.
Fire hazard.
The wind knows it.
They might add where you can join a player's lobby with your CAC max number 8. Yeah, it should be like the max number of people who are in that lobby, yeah. Because again, the game is still in season 1. There's still plenty that they can add. So I'm still, I'll still give it some optimism.
Into the wind.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Rack and ruin.
The wind knows me. Follow the wind.
I'm gonna keep reading the comments every like time I finish one because again, stuff like this there is a lot to talk about because the game is still relatively new. It's not older like Xenoverse where a lot of people just want Xenoverse 3 and that game is pretty much, I don't want to say completely milked, but like it has a lot of content.
Sucker for a punch, huh?
You gotta get your behind, you're not gonna beat me.
One with nature.
What are you doing here?
The birds call. That's following up.
Told you. Probably thought I was joking.
Into the wind.
Is that it? I think that's it for this thing. I'm not trying to do that. Sitting there showing off the character I don't have that's coming up next. Okay, that's another 60 Primo Gems right there. Then how much points would that make? 7. I'm missing 5 points? Okay. So I have to do this boat thing then. Like that's like no discussion about it. And then these two commissions are relatively close, so I can get that done easily. So where's Leeward at? The Red Ribbon Army Soldier outfit for the newest DLC. I can make a Counter-Strike inspired outfit. Yeah, probably. Let's see what that went. Wait, what? Hold on. Sorry about that. It's just somebody's name on Discord. I think like it's surprising for a little bit. I guess it's just a video. So give me a second. Okay. Alright, I was just checking Discord. But I had to do this event. And I will I'll do this online. I want to give it some balance. I can't speak. Between solo and co-op. I do want to try to differentiate between the two. Now, knowing the people who've already done this multiple times, it's very likely that they're going to wind up having like 3 million points. So I'm going to be stuck at like 30 or something. Yeah, they on PlayStation 5 when I said I hear them shooting. Look off still. Wait, what did I just do? Did I just set a trap for people? Isn't that kind of counterproductive to me too? mean, one person stealing all my dang coins. Well, I will push you off into this dang what? Push you to this whoop. Quit trying to push. Everybody trying to push you to this dang thing. I don't know what they have against me. Jesus, like this is like the, oh my god, you have to seriously do that. This is like the closest thing you're gonna get to PvP in this game. This guy is trying to shove me to the dang edge. Well, he must not like the Traveler like at all. This is a shield? Yeah, it's a shield. Ship me one more time, I'll press the R2 button on you. You got one more chance to shove me. No, hold on, we'll go ahead and get these coins first, then I'll press the R2 button. Well, these guys are trying me today, aren't they? They keep trying to put me into whirlpools. Like, all I have to do is just sit here. Oh, it's like, I literally, all I have to do is just literally just sit here for 5 more seconds. They're trying to push me to the dang edge. Yeah, that's way better. 1,000 a time? That's way better. So it's very likely at the event I do something like this, it's gonna be nothing but co-op. Last I got like 500 points. That time I got 1,000. But yeah, pretty much. It's like I was playing. It's like playing bumper cars. Only their intention is to kill you. Speaking of, I haven't done that in a very long time. Bumper cars, I mean. Not the second. Who the heck is laughing like that? Okay. Alright, so I gotta do this. Check. Look at that, I can claim all these now. I'm gonna be doing, it's very likely I'm gonna be doing another one in the stream so I can get to 4,000. So I can get another 20 Puma Gems. And additional 30 Festive Fever. And speaking of, these are the characters I could choose from. I'm going to tell you each and every character. See, I pretty much have maxed out every character here, except for these two. But it's not going to happen, getting another one of them. I want this new character. It's a Dendro character. Alright. New character in the group, not going to put you in the teapot. Not only that, I can actually put her on a team for the commissions, actually, so I can get a friendship up. But the thing is, I'm gonna have to trade somebody from this team for that. Likely Yoimiya. I might switch her. Mainly because, you know, um, I already have a DPS character, and I have a good support character. I don't need a bow character. So yeah, so y'all come here.
Don't fear. Yao's here.
All right.
One with nature. Sha!
182. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to change that. What is that? Oh, I see a I see a house. I see a pig. Is that a compass in the middle? What is that? Okay, so now I gotta give her a weapon. Oh, now I get a game. Now I know what I get. Now I know why the game gave me a second one. Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen because I already have something level 90. So yeah. Nice attempt though, game. Jesus Christ. So this is gonna be C2 soon. Because these types of spears I can get anytime. New emotes. The farmer is the same. Okay. I'll keep that in mind then. Alright, time to give this character some artifacts, some leftovers. So which one? Oh yeah, I can. No, wait. Callus or bow. She's neither. But her still skills off of health. So maybe her still skills off of health. Maybe starts it correctly. And by doing this, that's one wish down. So who do I need to beat up for you? The Dendro. Oh, the Dendro cube. Yeah, it's over and done for. I'm picking D-Luke on him the next time I see him. I'm gonna lie. It is not your day, buddy. Alright, let's give you some stuff real quick. She's a healer-based character, so I can. Donna, what do you have? Yeah, you don't need those. I'm not gonna rob her blind just yet. I need to see what else I have available. She'll need to do a little bit of damage too, at least. So she's also. Yeah, she's health based, yeah. So I need to go something health based. Who has a health? Which artifact do I have as health that nobody's using? Pretty sure everybody's using a health artifact at this point. She needs Dendro damage bonus. Or... Okay. I've given what I need to certain characters for now. I'll upgrade her more later, so basically so the next time I go for artifacts, I'll focus on her. Because what I have for her right now is filler. Especially this one. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So I just need to beat this boss once so I can figure out what her artifact set is. Cooldowns of 15 and 20 seconds respectively over here. Do I store the crystal flies up? Yep, I'm definitely using. Yeah, I'm definitely using that. Okay. I feel like I can make her a incredibly broken character as long as I get the right stuff for her. Okay, now we gotta go to Sumeru and get the daily commissions done. And then I can do the, actually, hold on. Before I do that, while it's loading, I'm checking notifications as well, in case I missed anything. Okay, so both these things I missed were an hour ago. But this is in a chat with a lot of people, so I don't think I quite missed anything yet. If I go over there, I'm pretty sure my left ear is going to start bleeding. Because it's a chat that has like 60 people in it. Some of them I know though, that's the only reason why I stayed. I don't relatively like being in chats with a lot of people in it. This plain thing I got. Alright, we'll take out Chi-Chi. I already have a friendship up.
Oh, goody, you're here. Do you need help with anything? Have you been doing well lately? Oh, come on, tell me all about it. Oh, this is much livelier than my place. But it also isn't quite the bustling hive of activity the wharf is. Of course. Oh, come on. You don't have to worry about me. You see, Master has taught me that when in an abode, do as the Adepti do. Wait. I think it's the guests should go along with their host. But whatever the case, I love it here. I just hope I'm not imposing. If you don't mind, I'd like to stay here a little longer. And, you know, accompany you for a while.
You know, the longer she talks, the more she reminds me of Pan, for some reason. Hold on. Kelsey Jo. Look, I'm going to remember that name. Only because I need to check the voice actors later. Okay. Is she more annoying than Paimon? No, no one is more annoying than Paimon. Paimon, she used to have a voice that was actually chill when the game came out. It wasn't until the game kept progressing where her voice got more exaggerated to the point now where it sounds like, I don't want to quite say nails on a chalkboard, but it does tend to get annoying after a little bit. But yeah, but yeah, there isn't a single character in this game that's more annoying than Paimon. Like, even Layla, who has possibly like the softest voice in the game or whatever, she always sounds like she's a bit scared or something, she's not even as annoying. And no, that's not me calling Layla annoying, I actually do like her as a character. I prefer the Japanese version of Genshin. Again, I haven't really played this game on that particular language. Now, I have seen videos where they'll have certain scenes in the game where they'll play it back, but in more than one language, like it'll be in Korean, English, Chinese, Japanese, so on and so forth. I feel like an idiot. I went to the teapot for one reason, and that was to accept the friendship, and I didn't even do that for Yao Yao. I'll get that done in a bit, though. Don't worry. Come on, who first?
Go in! The wind knows me.
You, Glay, you're up!
Into the wind.
More speed. Shudder.
Yeah! Stay put!
Oh yeah, it's healing me, I forgot.
The wind knows me.
400. Oh yeah, because I've been leveling her up, so now it's 400 instead of 100. Still. I know what I'm gonna need. I know what I'm gonna need to do it for. I need to give her healing bonus and stuff. It's very likely I'm gonna have to trade a lot of what's her name? Yeah, her stuff. So she can get the necessary buff. The only thing she needs now is just a Dendro damage bonus artifact that has a lot of health in it. Which now I'm actually mad that I've actually traded one in the past, but then again, the last one I got was actually so garbage I didn't even consider it, so. I only have 2, don't I? Yeah, just those 2. Hold on, I might be onto something. This one has 986 flat. Carla, you're gonna have to get another one in the future. But for now, this is hers. Okay, now I got some stuff set for Yao Yao now. Should probably take this particular Hydro. I feel like if I put this on, should do more, I guess, burning damage, if not hyper bloom stuff. Burst damage. The burst crit rate.
You, Glay, you're up!
One with nature.
Okay, first off, what is your freaking not cooldown, what is your energy cost? 80. No wonder you're getting it so slow. But then again, you don't really have much recharge, so there's that too.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Eye for an eye. Everybody stand!
That hurts. Time to go.
extra health on? Like, she already has almost as much health as Yormia. She's level 40. This is the wrong menu. I hit the bottom left corner.
Stay put.
Is it just 2 cheap shots? What character? Or what enemy? But again, with Yaya, I had to get used to using her. Like, doing stuff for her is gonna be really. Hold on. First off, I need to be careful with this one. Mainly because I don't want to trigger this story event while I'm doing this particular commission. Because that happened 2 days ago, where I was trying to do a bounty, and I wound up triggering a cutscene. Oh, the enemy? Yeah, if I'm fighting an enemy, yeah, he doesn't really hit people like Kazuha too often. His cooldowns are relatively fast, and his stuff is relatively widespread, so. And plus on top of that, I pretty much created him to be a busted character anyway, so yeah. Alright, now where is this thing at? Great tree. Just don't trigger the cutscene. Wait a minute, that's this stupid one. I just thought about it. I gotta freaking. I keep looking after this dang tree. Look Hold on, just check something. You know, like sometimes when I see what particular friends are on, sometimes people need to be helped. Okay. So if I just keep doing this one right here. Okay, so basically it's game plan. Gotta do this. Then I have to go back to the teapot. Then I gotta set the friendships up with Yaya. Why are you guys here?
Into the wind.
Are we taking these? You and I'm about to fight me right now. Nope. Into the water you go.
One with nature.
You really thought, didn't you? Like, that threat hasn't been, like, to me, that enemy hasn't been a threat since I've gotten more than 5 characters. The only other time the enemy was a threat was in Spiral Abyss. And that's because in that particular mode, everybody's health is increased by a crap ton. And I didn't build everybody correctly yet. Now they got characters like Kazuha and Bennett and Eula. Whopper flowers don't stand a chance against them. Yes, that's what they're called for those who don't know. They're called whopper flowers. Alright, that particular thing's done. That's weekly stuff. Okay, the requests. Okay, so reputation quests and bounties I can do. Then I gotta do the story for this particular thing. And then once that count up there on the top goes from 39 to 40, I'm gonna beat up that Dendro boss so I can level up Yaya a bit more. It says Yaya is a Liyue character. I don't have to do any Sumeru domains. The only character who's like that, I think, is Kazuha here. He uses Liyue based stuff because that's when he came out at first.
Add for
Okay, again, I'm going back to the teapot to accept the friendship stuff for Yao Yao. Then I gotta beat up that boss. Then I gotta do the reputation stuff. As for reputation quests and whatnot, I really can't use Yao Yao for that. She's too underleveled. I'm only using her to build friendship. And then once Dea comes out, yeah, you're not talking about her a lot, but that's because I want the most. The other character that's gonna be in there is Mika. He's gonna be a Mondstadt character, whose weapon I do not know yet, but he's gonna be a nice character though. If it's a ice catalyst character, I'm all for it because we don't have one yet.
this realm. If you ever
Again, the reason why the layout looks like this, where it doesn't look completely finished or anything, because for the most part, the whole purpose of my teapot isn't really to look pretty, but it's to get the most amount of teapot like money per hour, so I can maximize on the stuff I get in the shop. Speaking of, I still need to level up this one. I guess that's the most I can do it for. But yeah, I need to level this thing up to 16. This is the one time I'm hoping it buffs nothing but elemental mastery. It's done so each and every time. Because if it can get buffed to at least 100, because if this thing gets buffed to 100 and something, if it gets more than this one, which is 126 for
accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
for sucrose, if it's more than that, then this is going on her. Well, for that one though, it's like that one was both good and bad luck. Because I wanted to buff attack percentage, but it buffed mastery. And I wasn't mad about it at all because when I thought about sucrose, I was like, this is the go-to for her. Since all of her stuff pretty much scales on her mastery. And her mastery, if I can find her, is 880. And that's with animal damage bonus. Not even this being 185, no, not 185, like 187 as a max. So basically I can still get an animal damage bonus for that and actually get more mastery if the RNG actually is in my favor. So where's that Dendro boss at? I need to beat you up once. Because I know by the time I'm finished with this boss, I'm gonna wind up being able to get the thing. So I need a Dendro character and an electric character for this one. And D-loop. So basically I'm gonna have to have a team based on fighting this boss. Since I'm gonna try to level her up to at least 70. 80 is good too, but I need to level her up to at least 70. Not right now though, because you know I only have 40 resin to work with. Okay, so there's nothing here. Okay, electricity. Need we need cookie for that.
Wait for my signal.
I need, instead of Yao Yao, I need a different Dendro character.
Who ate a poisonous mushroom this time?
I gotta wait for the textures to load up first.
Stand with me.
Time to go. As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Crush. Flood of frost. Rack and ruin.
One with the forest.
Piece of cake.
I'll lead the way. Follow me.
I feel like I can keep Cookie around rather than Bennett. Not because I don't like him, but because Yula would benefit more from superconduct, and Yaya would benefit more from that particular Dendro / Electro combination. I got 3 doing that, and a semi-decent artifact. And now I can level you up to 50.
Ah. Wow!
So, Kaya, how does it feel knowing that a character I literally just got is the same level that you are right now, despite the fact you've been out since day 1? That's how little I use that character, just so you know. Diligence, huh? I feel like I could probably benefit from this one more. So I'll boost her burst first. And I say it a little bit slowly because I didn't want to mix match all the words. Okay. Alright, now I gotta go back to Sumeru. Well, actually not Sumeru, but back to Sumeru City. And I have to go over here. The other thing I could probably do is probably that one world quest that I did last stream. It'll also help me get a lot of Primo Gems as well. If I remember correctly, that menu said I can get 50 doing that. And I'm never going to pass up an opportunity for Primo Gems in this game. I've only done so once, and that was because the event was Wind Trace, and that one was more annoying than the other ones. Not to mention that Wind Trace is literally just a game of hide and seek, which I already had my fill of playing Breakers. And you get the Dendro wings. Increase damage from bow wielding characters. No animal. It's not even gonna matter. It's gonna pick Eula anyway and just do a burst. Basically, just me beating up a bunch of enemies for all these commissions, which is simple enough for me. But if I'm gonna do this, I need to take out I need to take out Kazuha. Not even Yao Yao. Like, no, actually, no, hold on. Yeah. I thought about it. Ruin Drakes. Okay. So I just need to beat up these enemies. I feel like I can beat up this one first. Then I can fight the smaller one. Depending on how much burst I have. If I don't have much, then I'm gonna have to switch stuff around. Yeah, nice try with duplicated comments with the bumper boats. I already read that one earlier.
Shudder!
Steady as stone. Don't get it, you Grace! You!
Crush! Shudder! Eye for an eye!
Lightning terrified!
Leave it all to...
Stand with me!
Crush! Vengeance will be mine! I missed a spot!
Alright, so you're dead. Alright, so who next?
Someone needs assistance. I must leave. Nope.
Don't be scared!
Our bond is strong. Beg for mercy.
Out of my way! Stand with me!
Crush.
Let's get the other two out the way. I don't need a building meter. Cookie doesn't even need a build meter. Like she's my healer. Like she's not DPS based. At least not right now. I can always switch it in the future when I'm doing boss runs with her. But it just depends on what boss I can fight. Because again, some people are immune to certain stuff. Some people are a bit more resistant to certain stuff. Like the hardest one with her is of course going to be the last one, the Samara boss, because that one is literally selective as to who you pick. Because if you pick certain elements, you're not doing any damage in the end. Which of course is a bit bad, especially if your whole playstyle is built around one particular element or two, and those are the ones that he's immune to. So now you gotta beat up this ruin, Drake. Some long flight time right now.
Stand with me. Stay put. Ready, go!
Flood of frost. Shudder. Huh? Yeah. Huh? Rack and ruin.
Why on earth did that little... Why on earth are you in the way?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a I'm in the middle of a commission, and this freaking animal just walked up and was trying to fight me just now. I had no business being in that fight. But unrelated to that, this is about breakers. I do feel like when season 2 comes out, I feel like they're gonna give us I guess 10 season 2 tickets, so everybody will have a different result when it comes to doing a 10 summon. That's my guess. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's likely gonna happen. Alright, now where's this last thing I gotta beat up? I know you're not far from here either. Never mind, you are far from here. You're 1,000 meters away. But you're not far from this particular waypoint though. I'm also gonna check notifications to see if I missed anything. I didn't miss anything. But I will check just... Okay. Probably that doesn't exist, okay. I'm just making sure.
Our bond is strong. Lightning,
Happy to apply for trouble.
Eye for an eye.
My patience. Will.
The reason why I was jumping because I was trying to do particular tech called Dragon Strike. What it is pretty much you do a hit where you do it upwards, and you have to hit sprint and jump, like not at the same time, but within like a fraction of a second of each other, so you can increase your jump height, so you can do a plunging attack. People do that for particular boss runs when they choose characters like Beta or D-Luke and whatnot. That's what I was attempting to do. But again, the hit has to hit, and it needs to be on, I guess, a bigger character. Alright, let me read this comment real quick. They're probably gonna use Super Saiyan only for Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Trunks, Goten, and... Okay. Yeah. That's what I said, future... Yeah, so basically you said Future Trunks, Kid Trunks, Goten, Goku, Gohan. Like, that makes me beg the question if they're gonna add, like, potential Unleash for Gohan as well. Or if they're gonna have something for Piccolo, since technically I guess he was a super Namek, since I guess he's fused with some other thing. There's also Giant, though I doubt that's gonna happen because you can only imagine giving away your particular position when you go Giant form. Like you are an open target to get slapped by Cell and his L1 button. Now, here's also why Giant wouldn't work. Suppose you do go Giant, and all of a sudden you see on your screen it says the Raider is preparing, like the Raider's going for like an ultimate attack, pretty much. Like see Frieza doing that that R1 button. You're a huge target.
When I hand this work over to the Elamites, I'll have to
But again, that's only for Giant form. I'm not. Hydro resistance decreased? You shouldn't have said that. See, you see, now I gotta bring out Ayato now. What's this team for? I forget what this team is for.
Keep your eyes wide open.
No, not you.
What's that? Join you for a walk? Why not?
I'll bring my seasonings.
New for Bennett right here.
Gonna be epic.
We can keep Noel for this team. Don't you mean super attack? Yeah. The Raiders preparing super attack. But you do get the point though, I say like you're a huge target for something like that. Now at the event I do play it again, it probably will be today. I'm not sure if it's gonna be streamed or not, but I say like it's very likely I'm not gonna stream it. I already said so yesterday where I said I wasn't gonna stream it because I had pretty much throughout all of January been streaming that particular game, and I do want to get some stuff out of the way before season 2 comes out. And I don't want to say make a compilation for it, but I do want to get everything done before the game gets patched and people confuse some of the content that I put out for season 1. That's for you guys. But yeah, pretty much. We're just waiting on that game. What's the enemy gonna do? They're not gonna do a thing.
Welcome. Well, get them. I'm going in.
Well, I told you this guy was gonna come out of nowhere with everybody.
Be still.
There's a reason why I pulled for this character. Well, for one, his attacks remind me of Virgil from Devil May Cry. The other one is because I tried him out in a test run when he came out, and I was really impressed. I was like, you know what, this guy could do really, really well with some characters of mine. And he came. As for some characters, what do I want to say for some characters? Some characters I gotta wait for reruns on. And speaking of reruns, looking at the character archives, this is off topic, she's only had one banner. A full year ago. Why she hasn't had another banner after that is a mystery. Like freaking, like this guy has already had like 4 or 5 banners. Venti has already had like 3 or 4. Cleve's only had like 2. In fact, if we're gonna be technical, hold on, where is she at? Yeah, Shenhe. Yeah, Shenhe came out before Yemiko, and Yemiko had 2 banners. before she's had to. In fact, this is her second, like, coming up in like 2 weeks. Like, they just neglect to put her in this game again. Because I've only tried to pull for Shinhei once. It went gold and it was Kitching again. But again, people already know that story. And one more to go. Dendro damage decreased. I'm not even gonna matter. I'm not even gonna use Dendro. I can't use Hydro anyway because it's resistant to it. So I have to take this team out for the same team I've been using. Because I'm about to bring Eula out. Is the burst ready? Yep, yep, her burst is ready. How about Bennett? Is Bennett's burst ready?
I won't hold you back.
Not yet. Give it a second. I'm gonna find that particular bounty. And I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. At the event, this crits is gonna do a lot of damage. If it doesn't, it's still gonna do a lot of damage, but not the number I'm hoping for. Because again, despite the fact that said Dendro damage will be increased in this boss pretty much, it's not gonna matter because like Cookie coming out in this game was the best thing that happened to Eula in my opinion, because she's a healer and she provides it with a superconduct bonus.
Off we go.
And no, it's not these enemies I gotta beat up. Yeah, she's like that.
More speed.
Okay. Alright, it's time to get you behind, Will. Come here.
Everybody stand! Shudder! Freeze to the core! I condemn you!
Yep, you're dead. 334k. I was like, it crit alright. But yeah, that's why I got her. Mainly because I liked her design when she first came out and I saw her on the news board. And the fact that she's a literal cheat code when it comes to physical damage.
More speed. Crush! Shudder! Eye for an eye!
Alright, now I gotta go back to Sumeru City, accept the rewards. Because again, I no longer have to do these since there is no other reward I can get for this particular thing. But I still like getting Mora, or the currency in this game, people who don't know about Genshin. And I need those if I'm going to be able to level up characters and artifacts and the sort. Okay, time to take this team out. Not entirely though.
Want me to come along?
Yes I do. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna press pause, I'm gonna use the bathroom for a minute, and I'm gonna come back, and then I'm likely gonna do the leeway, lantern right. Then I'm gonna probably search a little more in Sumeru with the world quest. checking notifications of video clip 4 minutes ago, but that's because it's PlayStation 5. So that's irrelevant to me. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute or a minute and a half. I'm about to use the bathroom and then come back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, time to do the second part, I believe, of the Lantern Rite event.
Wherever in this world I...
Not now, Kazu. And also, before I do that, I have 2 more awards I need to get in 10 days. Basically, I have to log in just 2 times in 10 days so I can get an additional 5 wishes for the character and weapon banner, which is exactly what I'm counting on. Not even including the fact that in the 1st of February, it's literally the 1st of every month, that Paimon shop resets and I can get some more stuff. So basically I'll be able to get an additional 5 wishes doing that. Not trying to go to that. I need to do this one. This one right here, this Sumeru one, that I can do some other time. I don't need to rush that one. So like this one is a limited time event, so. And I'm checking notifications just in case I missed anything. I did not. Again, I'm checking every so often. Messages are turned off right now.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. What time is it?
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss the matter at hand. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus. But the tune was allegedly so wonderful. that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from. Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an adeptus.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked. Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That would be pretty cool. But Paimon definitely can't imagine any of the Adepti looking like that. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me? Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while.
What?
Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things. And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet. If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsung and ask her about it. You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can, I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case. However, Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts. Traveler, Paimon, let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now. Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic. Wait, did she leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up!
Again, I wasn't talking during the cutscene. The only time I talked during the cutscene was when I just saw that Ganyu literally would save somebody and then just hide behind a tree and watch them for a little bit. Like, sometimes you can sense another person's presence. And knowing her in a forest or something, I'm very sure that her foot will probably snap a twig and the person will probably see her. Granted, it sounds cartoonish, but you can't really pull it out. And now to check who's on again. Just making sure. Although I really haven't talked to Danny Goku in quite some time. That's a bit tough though, like looking at this again. It's like she has C6 Barber, but she also has Kokomi. And 999 no less. I'm also going to charge the controller just in case.
I'm so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
It's like, don't you fly?
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh? Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals. True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more traveling? Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
Please go on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
She's just trying to monkey behind her.
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would sink like a rock!
All the more reason why I should put you in there.
Just trust Paimon! The water's pretty deep over there. Quick, swim to the very center!
Well, so in fact, when I think about it now, that's how I found Paimon in the first place. That's how the game started. Like, you literally, with, I think, like a fishing rod, you actually fishing from the water. And this is back when her voice wasn't nearly as loud or exaggerated. So what's this under the pool? I was just trying to start the fish, so it was.
Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
Oh my god, shut up.
What is going on?
God dang it, that's this dude again.
How do you feel right now?
So now I look like... Wait, why are you here? I was like, should you be like... I said, should you be like another beta right
and
now?
the Conqueror of Demons.
Why don't you say something? Please don't make Paimon explain it. Okay, fine. Paimon will explain. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault.
No, really?
No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Glad you're okay. As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
As ever, the Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind.
Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Lantern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like.
Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However...
Okay, so here's the thing. People are talking about how Zonda might be in the same banner as Dea. I'm hoping it's her. Mainly because if I somehow get Dea and a weapon early, I can use wishes to pull for her.
Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last?
Earlier this morning. She set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire.
So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode.
Sure. Thank you.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continued to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me. But when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that. Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people. Sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything. Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
What?
It's, a kind of a happy or relaxing sound. Or, a nerve-wracking sound. Or even a terrifying one.
Very nice breakdown of what music is, Paimon.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks!
We were just talking about this thing called music, and based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Oh, really? Great, let's go!
Why didn't you just ask the traveler to just play music for her? Like, I have like a bunch of freaking instruments with me. See, hold on. Like, even like this over here. No, that's not gonna play. That's the terrifying one that Paimon was talking about. But you get the dang point. Music. You can use instruments. I have a bunch of those. It's like 5 of them in my inventory.
Beg for mercy.
But then again, if we're gonna be technical, I think most of these things you get from events, so you really couldn't play it if you didn't play certain parts like in this game, since the limited time. But even then you can still buy them in the shop in Liyue.
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music. The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
Oh, Paimon wasn't quite done with the description.
That's because you gave the most vague description possible. That could have been translated to anything. That's like me taking this controller and throwing it at the desk, and because it's a terrifying sound, we consider it as music.
Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
That's a much better description, Paimon, thank you.
Oh. And a melody is?
Oh my god.
Hey! Don't you patronize Paimon! Let's get one thing straight. Paimon knows plenty of nursery rhymes, but Paimon does not sing on demand! Without payment. Hey! Why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Okay, so not only did the traveler just speak again, but she managed to do the one thing I didn't think was possible. She hummed with her mouth open. How on earth do you do that? I'm saving clip too, just in, god dang it, the freaking clip didn't even save. But this is why I stream these things. For stuff like that.
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
Mm-hmm. That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again. We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yunjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot. When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day. So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep! Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside.
I mean, unless you go to certain rap songs within the past, like, 2-3 years. If not a little longer than that. I've already been introduced to one rapper that made me almost claw my eyes out and my ears out.
What about you, Ganya?
I'm not gonna say who
Are there
though.
any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me.
Well, you are thousands of years old, so...
I know some local folk songs. And a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks. The little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops. The tunes of folk artists performing on the streets. Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like, okay, maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses, but at the very least, Keqing and Shenhe are your friends now, right?
Yes, I am. Technically speaking, we should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples.
Thank you, everyone.
Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city. Please invite Keqing as well. I've planted many types of flowers. I'm sure some of them will be to your taste.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Freaking guy you be eating like raw flowers and whatnot, like a dang.
You are too kind. I couldn't possibly.
Nonsense. You are my friend. I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's grass too.
Then, thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist?
Do people say that? I'm not completely sure either.
I'm not gonna say anything about that one.
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. Eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Master.
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she. Even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity. Well, shall one lead the way?
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
I'll see you in another year or so when your banner comes out.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
Well, I guess it only took once for the traveler to do that. In order for her to remember that particular tune, which, by the way, for people who missed it, the traveler apparently knows how to hum with her mouth open. I couldn't even save it. Because I guess earlier or something like that, I guess like a clip was too short, so that happened. Freaking rarest character in the game. But whatever banner she's coming out on is gonna make a lot of money because of how long she hasn't been here in the game yet.
I condemn you!
Notification check. Only because the cutscene was so long. Nothing there.
Speed. Time to scout.
Is this Quaily Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her? Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike. Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Seagazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that name. So that's what Sea Gazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor One was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, One often quarreled with Sea Gazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of One's accomplishments were crafted by One's own hand?
Calm down, bird.
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat. She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, One never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to One as that illuminated bird or lady bird.
Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table. Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking. Back then, One was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup? Precisely. So, as you can see, even one as great as Rex Lapis was not immune to making the occasional blunder. Even One could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy. So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains, until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end. Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story? Or are you saying that it was Guizhong? Didn't she, already,
Alas, long has One avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, One will share the whole story with you now. In times gone by, One quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield.
Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili Plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted.
That's me alright.
But in the end,
That's me alright.
one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own. Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait! That's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot.
Sound jealous.
That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhong Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art. and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites of parting. But Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Gui Zhang composed on it. The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Gui Zhang's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition? Once upon a time, Streetwood Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Gui Zhang passed, she preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither. The music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once. Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetwood Rambler.
But if she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said, "Though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?"
Aww, poor Madam Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Gui Zhang a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Gui Zhang was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause for contemplation on what might have been. Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories too would have been lost to the sands of time. As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetwood Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do you mean Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
Oh? How so?
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way, so I too am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone, but there is always much that can still be gained. Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on, because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite. When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on stage.
Look, I know this is important and all, but this is a very long cutscene. Jesus Christ.
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Liyue Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
Is not every Lantern Rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day of the year.
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable. Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting. Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
Let me just beat something up real quick. Kind of break the monotony of just endless talking.
More speed.
Don't be scared.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're gonna be played with more cutscenes or whatever. I should have expected as much doing this thing, but I'd rather get it done now than later. Besides, like, this is limited time, and as long as I do these, then I can get the necessary Primogems to get where I want in the future. Granted, I can always just skip all the cutscenes, but then it wouldn't make sense to me later. Now, I've only skipped dialogue once. It was in Inazuma, and it was in Yoimiya's chapter, because two old people were going at it for like what seemed to be like 10 years. And anytime an old person speaks in Inazuma, I automatically am going to up and just skip that particular dialogue. If anybody else is talking, then they can say their piece. And not that it needed to be addressed, but I have been noticing it. I noticed that bumper boats over there in the bottom right corner of my screen keeps on duplicating itself. Like I don't notice. I notice, I just don't say anything about it.
Whoa! Madam Ping? And Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, You are uncommonly polite today.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
Wait, what?
Huh? Alright. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life. Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Ah, let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter.
Do recall? It wasn't that long ago.
What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
We like to call her Guizhong.
Man, that was something else.
From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them, and a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an Adeptus as to learn from them.
She always had a way with words. That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am
Madame Ping looks very emotional right now.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music! We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh, as much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did, and whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Well, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that, even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that as it may, I shall leave the lantern rite stage to the youth of today.
Well, if you're sure.
Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
Ah, and now we've spooked Yanfei. No, everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some, work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Yes, I'm not even gonna lie, I was slowly dozing off for a bit, so I saw Yanfei on the screen. I think I had a nice split to see her on my screen, so.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
And there she goes again. I gotta hear this bird talk.
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Yeah, I swear to God, if you chat a while on this dang thing, I will skip you. I'm not joking this time. These guys been talking long enough.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
You got it, Madam Ping.
Thank you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day.
I think I listened to enough of it for a week.
As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Wow, that'd be great! We'll look forward to it.
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
I need to check something real quick. So tomorrow, actually, I can do her stuff. And I need to fight the boss either 1 or 2 times.
welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
And there's a lot of talking afterwards. I almost fell asleep.
Are you serious? I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend? That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all. But Streetward Rambler, or Madame Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Madame Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Yep, Kuting summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
I think... yes. I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Ah, speaking of, Madame Ping wishes you all the best with the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Huh. Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous. Okay, alright. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, share your insights with me.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad. It can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet. And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile. Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Whew. That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait. Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait, no. Anyway, fancy bamboo shoots! Zhang-Li said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right? Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked them by himself. Ugh. Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
It's the longest filler story thing yet. No, what time is it? Oh, I'm just making sure. Alright, just making sure. What does it walk into?
All right, let's take a break here.
Oh wow, look who it is! Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director? So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay. After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse. Invisible audience members?
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pull forward. It's nonsense.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Xinyan's chorus, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more. For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. But when you say flames roaring, are you sure this will be safe?
No, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one. Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends.
It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new.
I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Sure thing. I'm all ears.
Oh, Traveler in Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill. When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
Alright. Though I doubt being a director of a funeral parlor will make you happy, but you're a sadistic pyro character, so.
Paimon sees them! It's illuminated deer and illuminated bird number 2!
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Everything's great! But you know, If you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli! Here you are! We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Wait, that mechanism, is that?
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
You know, the one we used about a good year ago in freaking Dragon's Spine where stuff was trying to attack me while I was doing it.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? Actually, never mind. She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey. Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Oh, Zhongli! Hutao told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses! When she says performance, she must mean the Lantern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the performance. As for the banquet, since the Director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. I will examine it right away. The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
Trying to leave her. Can it just not be the end of the quest so I can do the Sumeru stuff? Like, by the time this is done, it'll be like 3 in the morning. But if you must know, the bit like for the times I'm in right now, for me right now, it's 10:48. Not of I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. It's just a lot of talking right now. You know what I'm saying? I might have to do the Sumeru thing some other time and just jump over the breakers or something. I don't know. I did say I wasn't gonna do it today, but like there's barely any talking in that game unless you're Cell, which is all action. What is going on? Did the cutscene just skip? Oh, wait till the following night. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. No, I'm not waiting to the following night at all. Get that? Do not care. No, not that. I'm forgetting something. Yeah, epilogue. Not doing it right now. You know what? No one's pressuring me to get on at this time. I feel like either being the raider or defeating him. Plus, it'll give me more footage, I guess, before season 1 is over. There's been a lot of talking in this thing, and if I do this world quest, there'll be even more talking. So I'm gonna have to save that for another time. If there wasn't so much talking in this thing, I actually would have went to the Sumeru world quest. But no, this old lady insisted on talking her head off, so I'm gonna go over to Breakers. I go over to Xenoverse and do more of the story, but despite the fact that I do want to get it done before the 1st of February, I don't want to make it relatively long either. So there's only a couple of scenes that I need to do. All of them are already written down on my phone, so you don't need to worry about that. I just need to compile the stuff, make that blog, and I can just combine it. Then it'll be a video. But I do plan on getting that done before the 1st of February. So on that note, for those who did watch this 3-hour stream of nothing but talking and making other nonsense, thank you for watching. I'm also ending this game because I've already done 2 other streams prior to this, which were the weekly boss runs respectively. I did Kazua's and I did Yoimiya's. I will probably do another one in the future. Just not today. I'll also have to think about who I'm going to use in the future that's compatible with every single boss, because some characters are not. So, I will pretty much, not going to say see you later, but I guess I'll see you in once again a few minutes, because again I'm going to transition over to Breakers, and most likely just freaking like bully randoms or something. But yeah. Jesus Christ, if I have to go through this game again with Inazuma levels of talking long, I would freaking lose it.